Hey, so this is Counter-Strike 1.6, and weirdly, this is the day Counter-Strike 2 is out, and we had this segment planned for a couple weeks. So, good timing. We're going to be checking out some old Counter-Strike 1.6 maps, some weird ones, mainly weird ones, or referential ones. You'll see. I'll have some of the lads with me. Mono has checked this stuff out, and we're gonna take a look at some old maps. Go for a walk down memory lane. Honestly, even just looking at the menu and thinking about like me playing Counter-Strike 24 years ago is bringing back a lot of memories. So hopefully this will be fun. All right, here we are. We are in a custom map right now. I've got Johnny, Base, and Mono here. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yo.
We're gonna have Jeff here soon too. So my plan here is we're gonna check out these maps. There's some weird custom ones, and we're gonna check out a couple of the older maps too, because like honestly, just booting into Counter-Strike has given me a lot of weird nostalgia. Good job, Base. And I saw that, and and I want to like kind of check out the original versions of like Militia and Dust and stuff like that. But Mono has been kind of going through these and collecting some info, but I can give you a little bit of info. The mapper, I think, of most of these maps is someone called Nipper, and basically they were famous on the internet at that time, and not just because of their name, but because they made a bunch of wacky maps. Like this one, I don't know what the name of this one is, but it is, you can see, janky helicopters. So yeah, this looks awful.
You can actually, you can drive them around.
How
like
though?
I was doing. Like how you drive a vehicle in Half-Life. You just go up to it and press E.
I can't even get between
Yeah,
the seats.
I think you have to go to the front and then just press E.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it uses the
I can
same
come back.
Oh, this is so jank. so
technology
jank.
as the trains.
Did I run you over? What happened?
I ran myself over.
Oh, nice.
Hang on, I'm gonna lower your volume a little bit.
Sure.
I had you at 110%, so
And my mic is always different. I've been having
Fluctuates.
problems lately. Yeah.
So, yeah, with Nipper here, the thing that he seems to be most famous for is just the sheer quantity of custom maps that he made. Like as of the last time I checked, like a few weeks ago, he's made over 100 maps throughout original Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike Source, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and then he announced that he wants to do stuff in Counter-Strike 2 as well. So chances are, if anyone played any custom maps at all in Half-Life 1 in any mod, you've probably played this Nipper's maps at some point. So there's a lot of them. That's kind of the big thing.
yeah. I remember the name. I remember like playing a lot of these. We might run into some of the ones that I played. So, for those that want a little bit of a background on my own Counter-Strike history, I played the most amount of Counter-Strike here in this one, 1.6, which I guess I played it probably like 1.1. I know I played this just around 1999, 2000, like that kind of time, and I played not as much of this as I played Team Fortress Classic, but I still put many hours into Counter-Strike. It was one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played. And to this day, you know, I mean, Counter-Strike 2 just came out today, so I'm definitely excited to play a reskinned Global Offensive. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely played a lot of this person's maps, I'm sure. And now it's just a matter of recognizing them. Note the helicopters don't even have rotors.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't need them.
kind of a miracle that this kind of vehicle thing even works in Half-Life 1. This was a very strange quirk of the original Counter-Strike, is that it has something called a function vehicle, which is like based on the train stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't really know why Valve integrated it to begin with, but Nipper made it kind of his thing to apply vehicles in as many of his maps as he can. So you'll usually see some form of vehicle in the maps. But yeah, it's very janky, and there's usually signs that are like, don't crouch, don't jump, because there's so many ways that you can just like gib yourself if you're in the wrong place when you turn a certain direction in a vehicle. So classic Half-Life 1 stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember the vehicles. I remember a lot of mods had the vehicles with the same like train controls. Also, I haven't played this. I haven't seen Counter-Strike 1.6 since Source came out. So it's a blast from the past, to say the least. New map, Mono?
Sure. This next one is, well, this one is Air Fight 2, and the next one's called Crazy Tank, which I think is probably the one he's most famous for in Counter-Strike anyway.
Counter-terrorists win. Note to the viewers out there, there's a chance that we will shoot each other once in a while, but we're not looking to do, like, actual competitive. I mean, I wouldn't mind hopping into one public server just as a, like, as a jape, just to see what that's like.
Right,
But,
yeah, there's
we can
still
save
a lot
that.
of full servers.
Do not duck or jump in moving vehicle.
Oh yeah?
Well, it's not moving yet. Yeah, the controls are at the top. So this is technically a VIP map, so you're trying to get me to the terrorist zone.
Oh my god, this is so janky. I don't think I've ever played this particular map, but I know I've played, like, maps where vehicles were just shoehorned in for some reason.
I think the most famous vehicle map was one that was called, oops, I died when you drove off the cliff. Most famous one is Jeepathon 2K1 or something like that. Does that sound familiar?
No.
That's one I played all the time, because when I was a kid, like, I didn't play much Counter-Strike, actually. Like, I played a lot more Team Fortress Classic and Sven Co-op, but when I did play the original Counter-Strike, I usually played the vehicle maps, so I probably played some of these as well.
This is another one of those maps that I would not tolerate for more than, like, a couple minutes, if I didn't have to. But who knows, maybe back in 2001, I would have felt differently.
It was a lot funnier, too, when you have, you know, like a 32-person server and, like, 10 people die when you turn a corner and stuff.
It's true. Right.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we've seen this one.
Alright.
We've seen all this one had to offer.
Yeah,
Wait, there's another vehicle here.
Johnny, you are crusting hard.
Yeah? Okay. Give it a second.
So a lot of his maps are like these kind of crusty vehicle ones. Now here's a movie-based one. You might have heard of something called Lord of the Rings. You can check out.
I've never heard of that film series.
That's just what I thought. This is probably one of the most ported of his maps. I remember seeing this in like Pirates, Vikings, and Knights, and Co-op, and just lots of different ones.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this map in some form or another, but I didn't know it was this person's map. That's interesting.
Good now? Do I not
Yeah, you're
cuss you
good.
anymore?
They're good.
Wow. That skybox is really... Well, I mean, there's a light source, but there's also a moon. Like, that kind of just kills the whole thing.
Oh, weird. Are you, when you look straight up, do you see like a gray square?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not supposed to look like that. I'm not sure what went wrong.
Oh wow,
Kinda
just
giving
like
me
movies.
vibes as if we were like in a replica, in a small replica, and we were like poised when looking up because it's like the ceiling of our room.
Like original Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's just like a Smash Brothers stage. I remember that scene.
That was my favorite scene in Lord of the Rings, is when the guy shotgunned the other guy on the rampart. I also liked when, Legolas slid on his shield like a skateboard.
Aw.
Wait, no, neither of those happened. And then Gimli was like, "You have to toss me." That didn't happen either, right? Are those? I just hallucinated that.
That's too wacky to have happened in the movie. It's a very serious movie.
You're right.
Extremely serious.
There's a big horn that you can honk in that tower that's on the left. You look up the cliff. And I remember I was one of those people in the server where I would just sit up there and spam the horn over and over until someone came and shot me. Here, I'll do it right now. It's like a hockey game.
Really good sound.
I think it probably is actually taken from some, like a recording of a hockey foghorn or whatever.
This is an impressively large map for Half-Life for the original Gold Source engine. And you know, I gotta say my 4080 can barely handle this. It sounds it sounds like a Hitachi right now.
Oh, do you know what that sounds like?
This guy is pure. He is priest. He knows not what he say. Please. There's also the fucking where they blow up the thing, the tunnel.
Yeah, and I remember like the Sven co-op version of this map actually had objectives going on where you could actually like push a bomb up to the wall and it would blow it up, and then like the doors could be blown open and there's just like non-stop zombies and everything.
I'm out of ammunition.
Them shotguns are not going to help us there.
Alright, do you want to go take the hobbits to Isengard?
Does that exist? Is there an Isengard map?
It's lesser known.
No one's ever heard of it before.
This is the first time. Everybody, this is a world exclusive Isengard map. Now here's the thing. I remember that map from Sven Koa. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Joining the terrorists because you can drive the Ents around like vehicles.
That is so
Wait, really?
goofy.
No shit.
That is so goofy. What do you do with them? You just take them to the tower?
I think they're supposed to be like ladders, where it's like you bring a bunch of people up to the wall and they can jump the wall.
Oh my god. The jank levels are... you know what? I kind of probably would have really enjoyed this map back in the day.
I'd love to have seen it with like tons of people.
Yeah. Yeah, this in like a 32-person server would be amazing. Jeff, you gotta see this. I know you just joined in, and you're about to join in, but Jeff, you gotta see this map. This is great.
One day we'll kill each other.
Yeah, and if we're using Glocks, especially, like, yeah, these do not do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's elimination.
Elimination.
So deathmatch.
That we should play Unreal Tournament at some point, like one of the old ones, like 2003.
Yeah.
We should just like hop into a server and just do some, because that Quake 2 remaster got me in the mood for arena shooting.
All up to you.
the face texture on it's so goofy. Oh my god.
I don't think we can shoot through. Like, I can see you through the face of the Ent.
No, you can't shoot through it, unfortunately. You have to go around.
This is absolutely delightful, this map. It's just so stupid. I love it. And yeah, their faces are wonderful.
Inside a fortress thing.
What's up?
Anything in there?
Oh, in the fortress? I wouldn't know. I believe that is Orthanc, is the name of it. O-R-T-H-A-N-C. I'm not mistaken.
Sorry to the Lord of the Rings connoisseurs. I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not familiar with
Johnny.
Lord of the Rings.
Johnny, but you've seen all episodes of the One Piece?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay.
This is the newest one.
I just like immediately die. When you spectate, if you press space, you can get like an overview of the entire map. It's neat.
Hello?
Yeah, I remember that was like a feature that they didn't bring over to Source, I'm pretty sure. Or no, I don't think they brought it to CSGO. I don't remember.
I'm sure they had plenty of spectator options, but I don't remember
Not
exactly.
like the overview, yeah.
Maybe they did. You know what? I forgot. They might have. I don't know.
They do. You just press space. A bunch of times.
Huh.
I got my end stuck up there.
How'd you get them stuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my god. Shot a bomb that blew off part of the wall.
Like, I see Jeff kind of idling. I don't know if he can hear us, but man, I really want him to see this. He'd appreciate this so much. Oh, Jeff, are you here, Jeff?
Yeah, we can't hear you for talking.
Showing him spectating.
Oh, he's seeing. Okay,
Mike.
as long as he's seeing this, I just needed him to see the majesty of what is happening right now.
Normally,
Can we crash our ents into each other?
Yes.
probably gib each other.
They are kissing.
Normally,
What button is that?
the maps have...
Oh my god, I
It's
forgot I
K.
put Discord on push to talk, and I've been sitting here trying to figure out why the voice
Oh,
is-
there you go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your mic sounds good though. Clear, crisp, rustic.
Dude, it didn't work for like 10 minutes. I just got home a bit ago, and everything broke, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was talking
Yeah.
about it beforehand. But I'm glad it's working now.
Yeah, it seems like it's fine now. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I feel like I've seen this once before. Is that possible?
This is
Oh, yeah.
apparently lesser known than the one we just did, which was Helm's Deep. But yeah, the Helm's Deep one was in Sven Co-op, but this one I've never seen. But I mean, it's still the same mapper who made all the other like wacky shit. So there's a chance you have seen this.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is so cool.
Yeah, all the maps that we're playing are by a mapper that's made over 100 custom maps. So his maps get like ported all over the place, and he even has some in later Counter-Strikes as well.
Some would
So
say he is
chances are very
prolific.
high.
Jeff, you have to look at the ants' faces. They are amazing.
Yeah, they look like Scandinavian trolls or something.
It looked like Roger Waters. No. That's the Maui heads from on Easter Island. Alright, next map.
Yeah, here's a quicker one. As long as we're doing Lord of the Rings, here's Moria.
Mono, thank
I'm
you
not
for hosting
familiar
this,
with-
by the way.
Yeah. I used to host
Um,
servers all the time back in like late 90s, early 2000s.
So this is the
Only half-life
Mines of
one.
Moria. Yeah.
This is VIP. We gotta escort Frodo. Or kill.
What were you gonna say, Johnny?
I'm not familiar with Lord of the Rings, but I guess that still makes the ant faces so much funnier.
Yeah, you don't need to even know.
You can't really get as easy in this as a source.
You can't what?
You can't bunny hop as well in the 1.6
Oh, okay.
than in source.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
the skibbity.
It's hard to break the muscle memory of jumping all the time because you get slowed down. in here.
Yeah. This was like the anti-bunny hop game too, because like so many
Right.
arena shooters were really like very popular at this time, and then here comes Counter-Strike, and everyone has to relearn how to play video games.
Yeah, there was actually a pretty recent interview with the original creator of Counter-Strike on YouTube, and it's interesting hearing about like his whole process of like why he wanted to make this, and it was kind of like what you're just saying, where he was tired of all of the arena deathmatch stuff and wanted like a slower, more grounded type of
Mhm.
deathmatch game where like you had to really think about your shots, and if you died, it was a bigger punishment and things. And then he sold the rights to Counter-Strike when he was like a teen, and got tons of money for it. But then Valve eventually, turned it into CS Source and CS:GO and now CS2. So he probably in the long term lost tons of money. But he said as like a kid getting that much money that young, he was like set for many more years of his life because of the mod that he made that Valve liked.
Wow. Imagine that. And also, I'm sure he probably still gets some residuals, too. Like, I'm sure he is set for life.
It's probably something. Yeah, he's working on a game now. I don't remember what it was, but I don't think it had anything to do with FPSs or anything.
New map?
Yeah, this one's kind
Yeah.
of short. It does look nice though. I like the little light in the background.
Got a couple. I
so-
mean, it has its Mines of Moria-ish features that, you know, it's fine.
There's one team supposed to be like the goblins, and the other's the hobbits.
The Fellowship, yeah.
All right, here's an Indiana Jones map. See if you can recognize which one.
Okay. One of my favorite maps in Left 4 Dead was Indiana Jones. They had, like, the Universal ride. So,
Was there one?
yeah, there's a good Left 4 Dead one, yeah. But it was, again, it was like you're at the actual Indiana Jones ride.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a
Okay.
Jurassic Park ride map that I have. Probably check out after this one too.
I don't know where to go.
I'm gonna say this is Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
has copyrighted music.
Oh yeah.
I have the music
One
off.
of these rooms has.
Oh, okay, okay. If I step in, let's not shoot each other yet. I want to
Sure.
explore a bit. But
You can
if I hear the music, I'll just walk out of the room very quickly.
Oh, I found the was it the chamber where they sacrificed the dude?
Alima. Yeah, this is where Willie Scott goes down into the lava, and Indiana Jones is shirtless and beefcake, and then Short Round smacks him out of it.
I've only seen that movie like once, but it left a pretty good impression on me.
Listen, there are people who give that movie shit for a lot of good reasons, but I don't care. I love it. It's really, like, that is a memory imprinting movie, having seen that as a kid. There's so much crazy fucking shit in that. Oh, there it is. There's the copyright.
The movie scared the shit out of me as a kid. Like, but it's one of those movies where your dad's like, "Yeah, let's watch it. We gotta watch it."
What's
Yeah.
the-
Sacrifice, Johnny.
Getting his like heart torn out and shit, and I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
Yeah,
the heart
wasn't,
torn out, the bugs.
Wasn't Temple of Doom made before a PG-13 rating was a thing? So it was like rated
Correct.
really low for how crazy violent.
No,
stuff
I think
got.
it invented PG-13.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Here's the Pencott Palace.
You can ride the mine carts here too. They're just like vehicles.
Here's the room.
Right? Because like it was supposed to be R, but if it had been R, then like it wouldn't have done as well, right? So they're like, "Come on."
Yeah,
They made it
Spielberg was like, well,
PG-13.
we don't have any curses. You know, we don't, you know, no one's really... I mean, there's violence and there's, like, gross shit, but it's not, like, gore. Oh, yeah, this is copyright music room. This is where they have the dinner. Yep. And then that connects to the minecarts. This is actually a huge fucking map.
Yeah, you're supposed to ride the vehicles around to like save time.
And again, with like a full 32-person server, I could see this being kind of fun. But one of the things I think people learned about Counter-Strike maps is there's a very specific flow they kind of have to them. Otherwise, matches get really boring of just like, find the person. They're somewhere.
Yeah, there's like a whole art form to designing these types of maps with like choke points and like the amount of time it takes to get to certain places, and people like really strategically time every little possibility to balance them out. It's like a really tricky art to creating these kinds of things
I agree.
and making them fun.
There
That's
is
also-
a reason why Dust 2 is like the most played map ever.
It's perfect for
Yeah.
what it is. I mean, there's also so many maps I remember, and we're going to play a couple of them, There's a couple of maps I remember when I first started playing Counter-Strike, like 1.1 or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, these maps are really cool. There was one with like a plane. And there was one where like a car park. And those never showed back up again. Like, they de-emphasized those maps. So...
Yeah.
I think
CS Assault. Or no. CS,
Siege.
What was... Siege. That was the one that really got me into, like,
yeah,
the map.
Siege
Yeah.
was the first ever Counter-Strike map, and it was like the one that didn't get ported over to later games.
That's the
That's
first
the one where the
I ever played.
CTs start in like kind of like a vehicle far away, and then they like go across a bridge, or you can go down to like a canyon, and it goes into like a facility, right?
Yes, across a canyon. We're gonna play that. That one I remember. That was the first map I ever played in Counter-Strike. So
I just remember going in there, and no one would want to play it, and I would just be in there by myself, running around.
Yeah, it was a good map.
Those alligators just vibing.
You guys have to see this. I don't know if you're all, like, alive still, or if not, watch the video later. I found the bridge where Indy, like, cuts the rope, and, there are alligators at the bottom, and...
Oh, really?
Do they have, like, 4
They're very
polygons?
funny. Huh?
They're just
We're on
vibing.
we're on the minecart right now. Where is
Yeah, I'm
it
just
from
following
there?
It's hard to even explain, because this map is so
Oh.
fucking huge.
It's probably
For the
just one of
little
these
guys.
offshoots.
But I'm climbing down a vine to try to get into the water with the alligators, so I can just hang out with them. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh god, they do damage! But only if you get near them. Oh my god.
Wow.
Johnny, you have to... That's a thumbnail alligator, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to get better shots of it for like a thumbnail, you can go to spectator and just like get right up close to it too.
Yeah, I died, so I am doing exactly that. But I got real close to it, so I think we got some good material here. This map is huge, but I respect that they went through the effort of capturing like all the moments from Temple of Doom. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is great.
kind of the weird dichotomy of Nippers maps is that they'll have these kind of lower effort kind of gimmicky ones, and then ones that have a lot of thought and time put in them with like custom textures and music, and like you went on later to make like an Alien 1 map, I think, in Counter-Strike
cool.
Source, and a Lost map where you had to actually go and like input the numbers to keep the round going and stuff. It was just
Oh,
lots of
that's sick. We
crazy
should
weird
play
stuff.
that.
Yeah. We'll just do
map.
this Jurassic Park one. I think this would be good of the last of like the movie reference ones that are interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then after that one, I want to check out some of the maps that we played on many years ago.
And I think the last couple ones are the maps that are called Huh and Blah, that are like the hypnotic weird ones with
Yeah.
secrets.
Which that's like, we've seen that when we did our other showcase, and like, of course, Sven Co-op has so many weird psychedelic maps.
Oh my god, look.
When I say other showcase, I mean, we played maps from a different game, not this one. What game did we play that had weird maps?
The action Half-Life stuff.
Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of it. I was gonna say Hollywood.
Yeah, the action Half-Life stuff, like those maps definitely had way more like intricate secrets that had storylines and stuff. Although of this creator's maps that have secrets are just kind of weird little nudges to their friends. You're like, oh, haha, inside joke. Go push U's over here and shoot this, and then you get a secret club kind of thing.
Look at these dinosaurs.
Oh, you can kill it. It's dying infinitely.
Yeah, I see that. There is an actual like start and finish to this. Did anyone find like the gondola thing that we're supposed to ride?
Oh yeah, it's where we are actually.
I'm just shooting some dinosaurs. It's really goofy.
If we change to the terrorist team, I think they start at the start of the ride. Button changes team.
Oh, that poor oh, it's not dead.
It's dying forever.
I know exactly why, because the only way to display non-standard models in Half-Life 1 is something called a cycler, which was meant to just troubleshoot models, but it repeats the animation forever, so it always keeps dying forever. And I won a screenshot contest in Sven Co-op using those models once. I was
The
doing
dinosaurs
like
one.
not just dinosaurs, but like I imported lots of Half-Life
You hear that?
monsters and put them as these cycler things and staged a big elaborate screenshot that advertised Sven Co-op, and I won. And I got the electric crowbar.
Oh my god, you got the electric crowbar.
Nice.
Yeah. And the golden Uzis.
Oh my god. I wanted those. I coveted those. You know? It's like I broke a commandment because I wanted those fucking Uzis. But I was wondering, you still have that? That screenshot?
Yeah, it's somewhere. Funny thing is, do you remember the website Planet Half-Life?
I was on there. You know what? Not only do I remember it, you know how, like, back in the day, you would have the websites in mind that you would just, like, automatically type?
Yeah, forums and stuff.
That was one of my websites that I would just start typing Planet whenever I got to the browser.
Yeah, and there were lots of them too. I think they're all hosted by the GameSpy people.
Yeah.
But I was featured briefly on Planet Half-Life on the front for the screenshot that won that contest, and it even said like my old internet name on there is like, "Hey, yo, these are the top 3 winners of Swen Co-op's contest."
Wow.
I think I took a screenshot of it too.
You know, it's funny. There's a very high probability I have seen that screenshot, and I just looked at it real quick and was
Probably.
like, huh, neat.
Yeah.
I want to
There's also,
spectate
like-
mode my life and find that exact moment and just be like, there it is.
Yeah, in the future, you know, like how archive.org came out and we're like, wait, we can look at old websites as archive.org? Like maybe 30 years from now, someone will have some weird way to like go back in people's lives and like look at the archives of your life. Be like, how do they do it? I don't know. Whatever. It's cool.
That's my my hope for, like, I've joked about this, like when you die and you get like spiritual spectator mode.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I want to go revisit all the worst moments of my life.
Yeah, all the things that you forgot. Like, oh.
You mean like it would go through time, not just space?
Time and space, Jeff. And you can watch your own life from a different perspective. Like any moment.
That would be cool, but it seems like it would be like torture at a certain point too.
It would be, but that's why you could just determine, like, you just say to yourself, I'm good. Like, I don't want to watch this. Like that time you blew a blood bubble in class, you don't have to go to watch that one.
It doesn't have to be just your life. It can be any time period. Like, oh, I wonder how people in the 1600s lived.
And you can watch Alexander the Great, like, belch one out. Absolutely magnificent. Alright, next map.
Did you see the thrilling conclusion to the map?
I blew it up, I think.
Like the T-Rex?
No. How do we get there? Do we have to ride the gondola?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yes.
Whoa!
Go up this way.
This
Just
way?
go
Very
really
fast.
fast.
Remember, no ducking, no jumping.
And if it suddenly stops, just move side to side like Mario to get it to keep moving.
Understood.
See, we got the soundtrack playing and the door.
Oh, that's amazing. Ba-da-na-na-na, John Williams, copyright claim.
And someone shot all the dinosaurs already.
Wonder who.
Audio jungle, audio jungle.
All right, we're getting close to the end. It's very
I love
exciting.
the little dinosaur jump scare noises.
Here it is.
Oh god, that's so scary. Wow.
Oh, and we're stuck.
We got stuck.
Oh.
It was just a hologram of a T-Rex face.
There is a... we could go on to regular CS maps, or there is a recreation of Tower of Terror. If you want to see that.
Oh,
I want
that's
to
sick.
see that, and
I
then
would
we'll
like
do
to see that.
the
Okay.
originals. I want to just check out,
Can't
like,
even-
a couple originals anyway.
It's my least favorite ride of all time.
You can't even go there in real life anymore. It's some fucking dumb
No.
Marvel shit now.
Wait, that's your least favorite one? The Tower of Terror?
So I love the like all
was-
the cool like decor and like the way they decorated everything.
Uh-huh.
But I don't like the ride itself in terms of like falling and then going up.
Oh, okay.
It made me feel very sick.
Well, I hate to say this, Base, but that was actually a setup to a joke. I was gonna say, I would imagine something like the Tower of the Spiked Penis is a little bit worse, but, you know. I was trying to figure, if you give me like a couple more minutes, I could get that real good, like Norm-like. I can get a real good Norm-type joke out of that somewhere. Ah, I thought like the Tower of Penis Spike, or, you know, like there's gotta be something in there. Maybe a chat member's smarter than me, I don't know.
Yeah, we need chat here to write the jokes that are said on stream.
And this is
You just
why...
have to say,
Yeah.
you just have to say cock just right, just like he does, and it
Yeah.
makes it 10,000 times more
Wait,
funny.
wait, this guy doesn't like the Tower of Terror. I would think that the Tower of Cockspike is a whole lot worse. Something like that.
There you go. It's the delivery.
Yeah. Well, there will never be another Norm. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was not the norm.
Oh. This is why I need chat, yeah. These writers are not... They weren't trained properly.
It does like the dialogue for the ride if you go on it. It's cool.
Yeah, technically the terrorist team starts at the beginning of the ride, and you get to do like little walkthrough with the TV screens and stuff. I think you guys just start in the middle of it somewhere.
We are... Yeah, I'm in the tower right now. For the record, I remember this. This was another Left 4 Dead map that I played. Like a more advanced recreation of this.
I think a while ago they had a Tower of Terror VR map.
Yeah,
That was really good.
Yeah, you and I and a bunch of other people went in the VR chat Tower of Terror. That was pretty cool. That was like an actual fairly faithful recreation too. Like they had the actual audio and everything.
It was pretty cool.
I fell out of the elevator and now I'm just like stuck on a ledge in the middle of the ride.
We're gonna sue them now.
Oh, there's a whole outside. That looks so cool.
Yeah, I saw that from the top of the tower. It looked cool. Also, there's another VR ride that was that. I think it was claimed when I streamed it, but what was like some underwater 20,000 leagues?
Yeah, that was Defunct Land. I think they commissioned someone to recreate that ride because it was like lost. Like it was something that was torn down, I think.
Man, I just found a painting, quote unquote, on the wall here, and it's just one of the default Photoshop filters from like back in the day to make it look like a painting. And it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, with like it was like neon glow, or I can't remember. There's like the
Cross
standard
hatch or
filters.
something.
Yeah, it was like emboss and posterize.
That at this time on the internet, yeah, anytime they wanted something to not look like a picture, like a screenshot, they would do exactly that. They would just kind of put it through a filter real quick. It's like, oh, it's a painting now.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
everyone's like forum signatures had some kind of like Photoshop filter on it.
That's something I have not thought of.
I used to make them for people once because I got a hold of Photoshop, and then they're like, hey, can you make this look cool? Like, yeah, I'll put a filter on.
I was commissioned one time to make someone's logo, and I didn't know what I was doing. And there was no pay involved. I was just commissioned, you know. So yeah. Anyway, sorry, Base. What were you saying?
It's fine. No, I think Newgrounds still does forum stuff. But you actually have to like win contests and stuff that they host on the site in order to get them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Newgrounds is still like a very communal place that... It's weird how it's carried over and just kind of stayed consistent. But, I mean, you have Tom to thank for that, you know. He just...
Also Friday Night Funkin'.
Well, that, yeah, of course. That was like a huge revitalization. But even before that, I remember like I went to a Newgrounds thing at the HQ years ago, and there's still just a community of people just chilling, working on games. And they all still kind of were just active in the community. It was neat.
Yeah, Newgrounds is like one of the pillars of early internet that like defined everything that came after it. Kind of like Something Awful, and there's another big forum that split
Ebaum's
off.
World.
Yeah, I mean, sure, that had a lot of influence too.
But also, here's a fun thing. Here's a fun sentence that is also 100% true. I was on Newgrounds the day 9/11 happened. So, I mean, take that for what
There
you will.
go.
For the first time.
Where were you?
Or
Not
you
the
just
first
on
time.
this-
Not
you're
the
just
first
on
time.
this
I was
side.
just there that day because it brought me, like, comfort to be, you know, watching some dumb cartoons.
Actually, I remember I was playing Counter-Strike on one of the rare times, and I remember distinctly going in the chat and saying, "Doesn't it feel weird to be on the terrorist team considering what's happening?" And then someone was like, "Why?"
I was the one who said, why? No, I'm kidding.
It all comes together.
I believe you for a second.
No, but I was also probably playing Counter-Strike that day. There's a very high, if not that day, the day after.
And I also
So.
played StarCraft custom maps, and
Same.
on September 11th, there was a custom 9/11 tower defense map.
Oh my god, of course there
It's like,
was.
wow, they work fast.
Anyway, new map.
When the towers came
Yeah.
down.
Can
So
you
Vinny-
try Siege? But also, there's an airplane map. I don't know if it's still included with Counter-Strike 1.6.
Yeah, I can't remember. Is it called like 747 or something?
That sounds right. What's up,
Let's
Base?
try Siege.
I was gonna make a Norm Macdonald joke, actually,
You have to do it now.
but it's a. Well, it was gonna be about blood and bone, so might as well not.
I was there, blood and bone in the street. Yeah.
Boning in the street.
Oh yeah, this mess is
Exactly.
sick.
As he was looking for his brother. His brother was somewhere like another country or something.
He was in Canada.
He's in Canada, yeah. So anyway, this is anyway, back to our broadcast. It was the first Counter-Strike map I ever played. You too, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. Or I just like ran around in here before I even had like the internet. I think I just
Hey, guys.
like, made this map.
CT team, can you look up and see if you see faces in the rocks? I know it's like pareidolia or something, but do you see like a face?
Yeah, this texture is used in so many different mods. I always remember seeing kind of like weird faces with dark eyes.
I mean, right here specifically too. Like, see that face? the corner.
Symmetry.
Yeah,
Oh, that one? That's
Mhm.
a good face right
it's a
there.
good one, right?
The Nihilin from Half-Life 1.
This map reminds me of Circle Jerk 2 from
Right.
you know, Team Fortress.
Mm,
Circle Jerk 2, that was the name. It was CJ2. That was when I learned what a circle jerk was. But there was unfortunately no Ookie Cookie in Team Fortress, so I didn't learn about that until much older. I learned that about 35. So, anyway, I was gonna say, there was a hidden bullshit wall in CJ2 where you would just, like, walk through, and any noobs, quote-unquote, would not know you were there. So you could just shoot them at your own convenience through a fucking hidden wall. It was a troll map, so I mean, what do you expect from a map called Circle Jerk? But yeah.
I think a lot of us learned a lot about growing up in old deathmatch games. Like, I remember
Ones
someone
with
had
chats.
Yeah. Someone had a spray image, and I was saying, like, whose spray is this? Or no, I said, like, what is your spray? And then he said, oh, it's the money shot. And I was like, what, is it like a dollar sign or something? And he's like, no, it's this one. And it was just like a splat. Like I think it's
money
supposed to
shot.
be blood, but he's like, no, it's the money shot. And I had to, like, Google what money shot is.
Or Alta Vista, what money shot is. Or ask Jeeves.
Yeah, I asked Jeeves what it was.
What do you think Jeeves is doing now?
Oh, wasn't he already, like, in his
Sucking
70s?
and fucking, probably.
Or dead.
Sorry. Once you get me on a norm kick, I'm fucking done. I'm just useless. But no, I too had to learn a lot from deathmatch chats, and it was a tough way to grow up because people would also lie, you know, because it was a chat room.
No way.
It's interesting times. Can you check out that 747 map, Mono?
Yeah, well, I'll have to double check the name.
I like this SUV in here.
Look how big they are compared to us. I feel like the scale just isn't quite right.
I don't
It
know.
was probably
some
made
people
by
would say
whenever they were a kid.
Yeah, the creator
Some-
was like 17 or something when he made the original Counter-Strike, I'm pretty sure.
Some would say this is about right for how people are getting their cars nowadays.
These days, yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Oh,
this
you
look
found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move out.
Stick together, team.
All right, boys, come and mop up.
Stay Frost.
Yeah, if you push C, you can get all the voice commands.
Who is the man who said these words?
He's in every Counter-Strike game.
Yeah, the same lines are still used to this day.
Rusty radio noises do not discriminate.
I like how inside the airplane are like science noises.
Yeah, every
Like,
airplane I've
basically-
ever been in has had science noises. Yeah, this is another one of those maps I really enjoyed. And then they just kind of stopped using it. I mean, it's probably not a great map for this type of gameplay. I would assume this has been remade by fans in, like, other Counter-Strikes, but yeah.
I remember playing I
Very
think this
Die
one's
Hard
still
2.
around. There was it CS or no? It was called Assault. The map
Assault,
that has
yeah.
like the big warehouse with the vents on top. Because I thought that was so cool. Like, oh my god, it's like in the movies. I can crawl around through vents and snipe people. Oh, and does anyone even play hostage mode in modern Counter-Strike?
Yeah,
It's
you carry them on your shoulder these days.
Oh.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean,
I always tend to like the lesser played modes, like, you know, Hunted in Team Fortress Classic.
yeah,
I
love
like
Hunted.
Hostage. And there's also VIP mode, which barely anyone played in Counter-Strike. I like that one, which was just Hunted.
There is another map in this game, with a house. It was just a house, like on some residential street, and people spawned inside the house, and then there were
It's
people
militia,
out.
right?
That was one of
Estate?
them. Estate.
Or like mansion.
Yo, yeah, estate or mansion. Mono, can you check and see if those are available?
Yeah, was it Chateau? Or is that different?
Chateau might be different, but if you don't see the other ones, try that.
I remember a spooky one too, where I think it was the same house, but it was like a scary version. I don't know. Oh, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, this is it, but there's a darker version, wasn't there? Like one at
Yeah, I think
nighttime?
yeah. I think there is another one.
God, this is wild to see these maps again after like 20 years.
What's it called? Is it Estate?
This one is Estate, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time playing this map. No, this is the one. This is the one. I don't think it was any darker than this. It's just like evening, so...
Well, there was also a lot of
No, there was
server
another one.
mods. Server mods that would change the sky and stuff, so you could have been playing a customized version that looked different too.
I think there's like another game that like made this map maybe too. I don't know.
Was it dark, Jeff, and the street was a little more open?
Yeah, I feel like there was like head crab people though too for some reason. I don't know why.
Sounds familiar. We might have played that in like a Half-Life thing at some point when we
Maybe.
stream.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe that's why.
I think this map was ported to Vampire Slayer mod.
Okay.
I think we played it in what's the name of that game? Jabroni something.
Brawl?
Oh, Jabroni
Yeah.
Brawl.
Jabroni Brawl.
That might be
yeah.
it. That might be it.
Yeah, we play this map in German.
This was a story of when Jolly was talking about whenever his toilet malfunctioned. I remember.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, we could have got Jolly for this, too. I didn't even think to get him.
Oh well.
We're almost, I think we're probably coming to the end of this, but, you know, just know, Jolly, if you're watching this, we acknowledge your existence. We should have pinged you. Sorry. Next time. Also, was Vampire, what was it? The Vampire Slayer? We played the most recent release of that, right? Like the new one?
Well, we
Didn't it
did
get a
like
new release?
3 years ago or something. There might have been a new release. I don't remember.
I remember there being some, hang on. Vampire Slayer new. I got Sarah Michelle Gellar. Vampire Slayer mod Half-Life new. See the old one. Vampire Slayer for Half-Life. I was almost positive there was a new one that they were working on. Leave a comment. You know, if you're out there, Vampire Man.
A lot of these mods like turn into just full-on games later in their lives too. Like the creators will go on and just become game devs.
Wow.
No scoped. Okay, can we check out Militia, the original Militia, or
Yeah.
Assaults? Either of those two, I'd be fine with.
Do you remember the funniest part of Militia? The one that you would always like bring your friends to and look at, and they'd laugh at it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it a chicken?
No. When we go to it, I'll see if you remember.
Also, I remember this weird original music in CS Italy that would play. in the
Yeah,
streets.
Italy had the chicken, I think, too.
Yeah, it did. Was there Dope Fish, Mono?
Well, that might be in here. I know Dope Fish is hidden in a lot of these early maps. Something else.
Look at these beds. Like, it's just so weird to look at all this. And then, again, right after this, we're going to play Counter-Strike 2. So this is, like, kind of a weird... as I mentioned in the intro, though, we didn't really necessarily plan on this. I gotta be honest, this was just on a whim. I didn't know that Counter-Strike 2 was... Either, you know what, it might have been somewhere around in my brain. Sorry about that.
Wow.
Killing harmless terrorists?
So one thing that strikes me as interesting is that this, obviously this militia is using the original Half-Life 1 rock textures. And the militia in CS Source and then Go, and then, you know, what we're gonna see later is, you know, it's like more, green. Suburban.
Well, the thing I'm talking about is in the house, and it's in the bathroom. And it's the thing that they actually ported to later versions, too.
Kinda remember.
It is... I'm spectating, so you can do your thing. Is it a turd? It's a turd.
Yeah, and then you shoot it.
It's an exploding
Oh,
turd.
yeah, I forgot about that.
And they actually made like an HD version of it for Counter-Strike Source.
Yeah, this is wild, just seeing this again. How many years I spent... Because this is like a relatively new phenomenon. I mean, a lot of us, having grown up with like video game maps, now it's like more common, but for me, thinking back 24 years, 23 years, it's a quarter century almost ago, and thinking about how much time I spent virtually in this map with a shitty gateway PC.
I mean,
My
I
gosh.
played this for hundreds of hours before Steam even existed. This
Same.
became
Yeah.
Steam one day. I
Same.
remember turning it on, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
Steam
And I think-
sucked when it first launched too.
Yeah.
I remember people going to Kmart after school and going to the video game section and just opening Counter-Strike boxes with like a box cutter and just taking all the keys and giving them to kids at lunch, and like everyone had a key. It was pretty awesome.
That's evil.
Isn't that immoral?
It was Counter-Strike for the people.
Hey, Mono, can we do Assault?
Yeah. I mean, that's illegal.
This
But-
is illegal, you know.
I was gonna say, I remember seeing somewhere that this version of Counter-Strike was like the most internationally recognized FPS in the world or something like that, like in terms of how many countries had dedicated cyber cafes running this game, and they still do to this day.
Jeez.
It's because like it runs on like really low end hardware, and it's just everywhere in a lot of like countries that might not have access to faster internet and stuff.
I can attest to that. I remember going to cyber cafes that didn't even have internet, and people would just go to play LAN games with. And mostly it was Counter-Strike.
There was one on... Yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
I never got too much into it, but it was always pretty cool. I recognize this map because of that.
And like, again, looking at this general layout and then seeing how far they expanded this concept, it blows my mind, because in some ways the gradual changes from this to Source to CSGO, and then they did a whole like map polish pass on a bunch of maps, which is I think even happening again on CS2. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but regardless, it's just, it's weird to see like, oh, I thought this map was just so much more detailed originally. And then you find out it's just one box that has a tire on it. It's like a square tire.
Remember,
So
you can
it's
go into
mind-blowing.
the van and you can like use the screens. There's like a video on YouTube that's something about like the forgotten features of Counter-Strike, like lots of things that were in these early versions that features they abandoned later on. One of them was like, yeah, that you have security monitors that you could watch, and it's something like, I think the terrorists can choose to bomb the van, and that counts as a win. I don't know. There's like a lot of weird things that you can see later.
Yeah, this map
Yeah,
was one of my favorites.
In the counter-terrorist spawn, there's a truck. You can look through the cameras.
Mm-hmm. And can we see, I guess just because we kind of are obligated to do so, just by laws of nature, can we do Dust 2?
Do you want to do Dust 1?
Your choice.
I barely remember the difference.
I mean, there's enough
The
of a
layout is
difference.
very different.
Do you remember Ice World?
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
that has a
I still
weird
play on
history
Ice
too.
World.
Yeah, Ice World, that's just like a box with 4 like pillars in the middle and 2 tiny walls on each side, and it was like one of the most recreated custom maps in like FPS history.
Mhm.
I was
like,
gonna ask
spent
what
hours
that
on it.
map was called. I remember that map. I was gonna ask what it was.
It's the
remember that one.
Counter-Strike equivalent of a money map in StarCraft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And don't forget there was a Counter-Strike Condition Zero.
We were
That
just
has
talking
a-
about that, me and Johnny.
Yeah, that has
Mhm.
a weird history. But then the lesser remembered thing is there's Condition Zero deleted scenes. Did anyone play that?
No, I'm aware of it, but I've never played it.
It was the like single player Counter-Strike campaign that had like a story and bots, and I thought it was surprisingly well made for people like shitting on it all the time. I mean, no one I don't think was asking for a single player campaign for Counter-Strike, but and it gave birth to a thing that was a meme for a while, where it's like these 2 guys with Russian accents. They're like, oh, it's so cold, I can't feel my fingers. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't even
yeah. I
feel my
hope
thumb."
nobody hears us. Ha, ha, ha!
Yeah,
That
like,
one.
maybe
Yeah.
we can throw icicles at him. Like,
Uh-huh.
ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
But I remember I was really impressed with the deleted scenes because it was the first time I had seen pre-rendered physics where in 3D modeling software, if they do all the complex physics calculations and then they bake that into the model, there's like a scene where this giant tower collapses and it looks so real in details, like, oh my god, how did they do this in Half-Life 1? But it turns out it was just in like 3D Studio Max or whatever modeling program. They pre-rendered all the physics, put it into the game, and it looked really good. And I hadn't seen people do that before.
Sorry, I didn't know you were looking at
No,
something.
it's all good. I was reminiscing. I just thought about, like, as I was looking at that website, that graphic, I was thinking about, like, all the people that, like, were a part of those communities, you know? And, like, I don't know, it's just some weird nostalgia hit me of, like, how many people were on this map Like, how many millions of people have played on this? I don't know. Just something weird hit me while I was looking at that.
Like, were we ever in any clans in the early days?
I was in fake clans that were not real.
Like ass or something. And you
Yeah,
have,
or
in-
like
in
3
brackets.
people. You know, or like, oh, you want to join our clan? I'm like, yes. What do I have to do? Just change your name and you're in. Okay, I'm a part of clan ass. Like you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
next
people
map,
always,
by the way.
Sure, do you have one in mind?
We can go back to Nipper.
Okay. I was just gonna say real quick that I remember I made a clan's website, like a Team Fortress Classic clan, because I was playing Scout, and they were like, "Wow, you're a really good flag capper. Like, do you want to join our clan? Cool." And they're like, "Do you have a website?" And he's like, "No, not yet." And I'm like, "I can make you a website." So I went to like GeoCities, and I made them the clan website, and they like sent me photos of each of them, and I put them on the site, and their names were, like Ice Killer. And
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was
Everyone thought they were so cool.
yeah, everyone had really like edgy names back
Like
then.
Top Gun. Like that movie Top Gun.
I was
Yeah.
in a Counter-Strike clan where everyone had to pick a wrestler's name. It was so
Nice.
fucking weird. So there was like BG Stone Cold and then BG Undertaker.
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
Like,
Who were you, Jeff? Were you BG
Kane, I think.
Hitman?
There was a Hitman. Everyone wanted to be Hitman.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I still remember a moment that I had that I still remember where someone's name was Goku and Krillin. And I was just thinking, like, you can't do that. You can't be 2 characters. And I was like, why are you both of them? He's like, I don't know. I like both of them.
I'm John and Yoko. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite duo. All right. So we're gonna go back to Nipper maps. There's a little bit of a warning for this one because back in the day, people thought it was funny to try to like hurt your eyes as much as possible. There is a room that is called the seizure room.
I don't think we need to see that.
Okay. Well, the other maps are similar to it. I'll skip that one. There's just one room in it that looks like that. So these ones are kind of the weird psychedelic ones, and they're all called like duh, gah, and blah. So here's duh.
Okay.
Oh, and there's going to be a lot of little clips of pieces of popular music.
From the time, of course.
Yeah. These maps are like really referential.
Oh, I know this song. It's The Trees by fucking Rush. That was, yeah, that was like a little acoustic piece from Rush. Because, I mean, we're in a forest. Whoa, this is, yeah, this is, Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is strange.
Oh, and I wanted to point out that when you did the Gmod liminal maps, like I think you did them in VR or something a while back, you actually played a bunch of Nipper's maps. I was looking back at it and like I recognize these. Oh, you streamed a bunch of these.
Yeah, I
know what
believe
this
it.
song is.
I'm gonna be doing more liminal shit, too, because I got sent a pack of a bunch more.
Ooh.
So it looks like people are still making weird... I mean, it's become a tradition at this point to do Gmod liminal.
Yeah, I feel like it's...
October.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like video game maps are just inherently liminal.
Yeah.
Just because they're like designed spaces and they're really unnatural and follow conventions that you wouldn't in real life, kind of thing.
Absolutely. I mean, even these maps we've been playing on tonight, even the like best design ones, when it's just 2 people, it's weird. It's like, what is this space? What do you do with all this space? Our world is liminal. Oh my god, I just thought of a great concept to make a lot of money and to get viral. Skibbity liminal. Skibbital.
Libidinal.
Liberty. Sponsored by some fucking terrible home insurance or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, this red character we see, Nipper was in a clan called the Cherry Clan or something, and this red
Oh.
character is like their mascot that is all over a lot of the maps.
I gotcha. Oh,
This
you
is
did your
one-
research, huh?
There's some
Yeah.
Doors music up
Oh,
here too.
There's Led Zeppelin, dude. I just got Robert Plant singing Black Dog.
There's also
Pew pew.
a random picture of Twi'lek, blue
Yeah,
Twi'lek.
see that?
There's a ghost.
But why, Rob? Why
It's a
is
cool hallway?
Led Zeppelin?
Probably just liked it.
Hello, woman.
LA
is
woman. Is that what song it is?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this is. There's like a picture here. There's like a Photoshop of all their people. You know, this meant so much to these people too at the time, and I wonder if they still think about these days.
Yeah, the creator of these maps has a YouTube channel that he's still maintaining, and his oldest videos are 17 years old. It's like
God.
as old as YouTube.
It's like angry, or even earlier than angry video game nerd type shit.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there's a random Twi'lek with a lightsaber from episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, a lot of these are pretty good time capsules when they were made. Like there'll be references to movies and things that were all from with like a certain year, what was cool at the time.
I mean, honestly, 20 years from now, some of the stuff that I stream on a fairly regular basis will be viewed in a similar way, I think.
Yeah, I remember like when the first Matrix movie came out, that like every multiplayer game had some Matrix thing. Like I was playing Warcraft 3, and they're like, "Oh, custom Matrix map," and it was like custom Matrix deathmatch Matrix. It is just always
Always, yeah.
about whatever the coolest thing was.
And Lord of the Rings, like we were talking about,
Yeah.
like Middle Earth, Helm's Deep. Oh yeah, there is LA1. It's just like, you gotta leave here. Cannot stay in there. Johnny, I'm so sorry. I think it's crusty enough and we're talking over it enough that it shouldn't get claimed, but I guess we'll find out.
Workstation scenario, I can drop it through Adobe Enhance. See how it sounds.
Cool.
There is a console command you can use to stop music from playing, but then you won't hear any ambient sound at all.
Yeah. Oh, we're upside down. Next.
Go to the next one. Yeah, so the next one is called gahhhh, and it has 4 H's instead of 3.
Oh my god.
Texture
Nice.
shifting here, fucking with my eyes.
I saw that too, yeah.
Yeah, what the hell is that? Is that supposed to be happening?
And the kind of aesthetic of these reminds me of like laser tag arenas in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh
where
god,
it's
the
like
water texture is just cherries.
I think I did laser tag like once in my life. It was at the Mall of America, and it was called like Starbase Omega, and it was actually like pretty high budget. It's
Fun. Yeah, I've done laser tag like 2 or 3 times. It's a good time.
Oh, if you see the bread, you can drive it. Oh, you see you found the swan cars. Yeah.
Mhm.
I did. It is now going into the ceiling.
It's stuck in the ceiling. Yeah.
Well,
I
there's like a
can't. I
wire.
can't get up to it to make it go back. Okay, there we go.
I found the Andrew WK room. I can't believe that was the right time. I feel like that
Yeah.
was not that long.
Feels like it's more recent than it, yeah. I wonder if he still looks like that too.
Remember he was like in people's YouTube videos for a while and he just disappeared again.
I saw a video about Billy Mitchell. You know, the Donkey
Oh,
Kong
yeah.
stuff. There's a whole bunch of
Yeah, I
stuff
saw that.
going on in regards to alleged things that may have occurred. You know,
Nice
things.
one.
And,
Can you get the video taken down just by mentioning
Yeah.
his name.
I know, but I'm just saying it's weird to like. I remember the King of Kong movie. It didn't even seem like that long ago. And then you look at Billy and it's like, oh, that was a while ago, wasn't it? Same for Steve Wiebe. I'm like, damn.
So I went into a room and now I'm in jail, and I can't get out.
I hear Rush again. There's
Oh,
Spirit of the
this
Radio
room is
playing somewhere.
Oh, Base, are you in the noob room or whatever it's
I
called?
am. Yes.
Yeah, it's where if you get stuck in that room, other players can push buttons to torture you.
Yeah. There's a mushroom.
Oh yeah, we're spectating Johnny right now, so
No.
be entertaining.
Who was that guy?
Oh yeah, there's like weird little jump scares that are in these maps too.
This stuff is amazing.
The next map, which is, I guess, yeah, it would be the last one, is the one that has a obscure secret in it that I could try to speedrun. It's not really worth a lot of effort, but I could just give it a shot. But it's also
Okay.
just tricky to look at. So the final one, and I think it was his last map that he made for the original Counter-Strike before moving on to CS Source, but it's called Blahhh.
A wordsmith, really.
Yeah.
These are
Going on a
sounding like
boat
some of
ride.
my my project files in FL Studio.
Version 1, 2, 3 final.
Yes. Final. Actually final.
Untitled.
You know. Yeah.
I
Untitled.
a lot of times I take a random lyric, and it's usually just the thing that I repeat. And then if I change the lyric, years later I go to look for it, like, so I can have it as a demo, like, to just, you know, for archive purposes. And I'm like, what is the name of the fucking song? Like, In the Garden might have been like Shit and Balls Part 3. And it's not anymore, so I don't know how to find it.
It's happened to me too.
Or just like one of the things I do, I just climbed inside someone's asshole. Oh, no, I don't do that. What I was gonna say is one of the things I do is I type idea and then date. So it'd be like idea September 27, 2003. I found that that's a decent way to archive as well.
It's actually a good idea.
You do that, Base, or no?
No, I try to come up with a name whenever I start the project, and if I don't, it's like fuck or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I always try to put a date on everything, especially like DAW settings and stuff like that, because then if you forget which one you're using and you undo all the work you did or whatever. I don't know.
No, it sucks. Do I hear Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
It's us and them.
I can speed run the secret if you want to follow me. I'm in the gallery.
Oh god.
Gallery.
Hang on a sec. I'll be right there.
Let me see.
I'm climbing through the asshole again.
I'm in a brain right now. Okay,
Floating brain.
there we go.
There's a fucking picture here. That's the Worldcraft editor to make this map.
Yeah, this was the original one, yeah. Looks like this is, yeah, before it was changed to Hammer Editor. An interesting little like bit of history about that too is that apparently Worldcraft was a fan-made Quake map tool, and Valve hired the person that made the Quake map editor to convert it into a Half-Life editor, and then it was changed to Valve Hammer Editor later. So Valve has a long history of just hiring modders and then assimilating them and having them make all their stuff. Yeah, just about everything that isn't Half-Life came from a mod. Team Fortress was a mod, Counter-Strike was a mod, Day of Defeat was a mod, Dota was a custom map, and Warcraft, all of that.
Portal.
Did you just get Pink Floyd jump
Portal
scared?
was
I
a
got
school
Jeff. I was gonna
project.
say exactly. Pink Floyd jump scared. I got not just that, but I got Pink Floyd killed. All right, so
death.
I'm just gonna spectate you, Mono.
Oh,
So-
okay. So a bunch of a series of really random things I'll do. Looks like I have 6 minutes. I'll shoot. Well, I'll go quick. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Hoo-ha. Let's see.
Oh my god.
What's the name the drum song?
The drum song?
What's the Led Zeppelin drum song? It's
Moby
just
Dick.
drums. No. What the fuck is it? Is it?
That one?
Is that one the one that is like 7
There
minutes
we go.
long?
No, Bonzo's Montreux
Montreux.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Montreux.
yeah. He's the other one was
So it was-
Moby Dick. They start with a riff and then he does a solo.
Bonzo.
Oh shit, Radiohead.
Radiohead.
you just entered the Idiotech room.
That song makes me so sad.
Yeah. Morning Bell's the one that kills me.
Who died in the sewer?
That's my dead body. I heard Pink Floyd song coming from behind a door, and I walked into it, and I was trapped in there.
Yep. That happens a lot here.
I have like 3 more steps.
Yeah, I
Wow.
distinctly remember
Oops,
forgetting my
wrong one.
gym uniform one time in high school and having to sit out and just like listening to the Idiotech song like on the sidelines.
Is that why it makes you sad?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like the topic that made you
No,
sad.
it is a sad song, but I just remember
Yeah.
that's like one moment. I just remember brooding, sitting there.
Oh my god, you actually have to avoid the lights.
No.
Oh no.
You fell
Oh,
for
shoot, I
it.
think this one doesn't work yet.
I lost you, Mono.
Oh, do you have night vision?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I don't. Unfortunately.
Something like weird about these maps that, yeah, they feel a little off. Like each one has its own music, each one has its own like visual style. Some of them have like gimmicks and jump scares. It's like, it's
Did you see
cool. What?
Mono?
What?
Did you see that head poke out from behind that corner?
Yeah, it's like the weird jump scare thing that like, flies around and
I'm not.
Attacks
That
people.
freaked me out, kind of.
yeah, when I was here by myself, seeing that for the first time, it gave me a little startle. Oh my god!
you
I
shoot
But
can't
the fact
remember
that
this is.
it's mostly like kind of upbeat music though, mixed with some weird shit, like is kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really
It doesn't-
contrasting.
Doesn't really go with it, yeah.
Oh man, 2 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna make it because it resets when the timer goes out. Okay, I think I should be able to go back to that room with the beams. Oh god. Oh yes, it's open.
Can't see shit, Captain, but I'll just keep watching. Oh, there you go. I see a little something.
Oh, it's supposed to open all the way. I'm not sure why. It's supposed to be like a sniper rifle here.
What if I just free look?
Clip.
Oh, and you could
It's
probably
too dark.
see it.
It's too dark. Yeah, I need
Oh,
a
which one
source
did
of
I
light.
miss?
I mean, I kind of see something down here. It's like a meat tunnel. Is that what you're trying to?
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a really long hallway. You have to shoot a button at the end of it in the dark.
Oh, you were in here already. Never mind. I saw the meat tunnel. Yeah. But yeah, it's completely dark. I can't see shit. I see the long hallway. Oh, wait, I see the button even. Weird.
And then a door over here is supposed to open. So the thing that kind of sucks is sometimes it'll acknowledge that you've hit a button, but it didn't actually register. So you don't totally know if you're doing it right. And secret isn't really worth it in the end. It's just kind of a a dance room that plays God, what's that? I think it's Black Eyed Peas song that was really famous back in early days.
Is it
I don't know.
Let Us Get It Started in here?
No. It might not even be Black Eyed Peas. I don't know. It's that one that's like that. Hey,
Got it.
hey,
Isn't that
Outcast.
Outcast. Okay, yeah. Shows how much I know. Okay, I ran out of time. Yeah. So you just go around, and there's a bunch of tiny little things that you shoot, and it goes hoo-ha, and then you eventually go down a long hallway, and then you climb up a tree, and then you push a button that opens into the real secret, which is the big dance floor, and you can like turn music on, and there's fog machine and stuff, and yeah, it's interesting.
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate the effort. You know, it's always nice to see a game with a bunch of weird secrets, or a map, rather. But,
Yeah.
do we want to try, like an actual match, just for fun?
Sure, what map?
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying joining a server.
Oh, yeah, you could just
Sure.
join a full server. There's a lot of servers with bots, so you have to find one that, like, doesn't have bots, unless you're okay with that.
I don't really need to play too much. I just wanted to, like, do a little something. Consider... Sorry, I just found the Zoo of Idiot room. Yeah, considering, you know, we're gonna be playing Counter-Strike 2, I just wanted to check out, like, a couple rounds. So, I'm gonna pause, and then we can find a map.
Sure. So to have like 40 different mods.
It's got a lot of sounds.
They're all Simpsons and Unreal Tournament sounds.
There's like sexy lady running around. Yeah, I gotta lower the volume. It's not in English, that's for sure.
It doesn't show you playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it doesn't show you playing that game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think maybe you put a new privacy settings on.
This place is full of music I want out anyway. Oh man. Oh god, oh god. Oh, it's still, why is the music still playing? Oh my god. Okay.
Maybe one of us can find a server, and we could all
Yeah,
just join on
you
there.
guys can join one.
Yeah, I can get the IP of the server, and then you could just type in the console to join the server. Let's see if I could just find a regular one.
I see people playing Jurassic Park in Sonic. ZE_Sonic_LG. There's
I see
15
that.
people in there. We should go there.
Sure, join it. Why not?
Oh,
It looks like it's a
zombie,
It's a zombie
mode,
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny. What's AWP India too?
A lot of this stuff, yeah, I just joined a server that is like non-English speaking. So I mean,
Okay, apparently this doesn't have bots, but I'm kind of suspicious. Oh no, it's full. Never mind.
Oh yeah, all the top servers are just in Cyrillic.
I think this is going to end up being a little harder. Let me pause again. Resuming.
The server is full.
Reserved slot. There's reserved slots, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Just
Okay, we're in another Spanish server, I think, or something. There's skins on the op. Like they they have like CS:GO-esque skins on their ops. And deagles. I should
Can you
turn off voice
translate for
chat.
us, Johnny?
Anda, mamate un huevo, sapo.
Skip music.
I'm just turning voice off.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a console command you can type to disable it too.
This was the one I was in before. Yeah, Mono, this is literally the server I was in before. I know because there's a guy named Desert Op. And I was like, that's Desert P's cousin.
Yeah.
Dude, some of the terrorists have tattoos on their arms.
Yeah, you're gonna see an anime girl too, like once in a while. There's a skeleton running around. Like, we really got a great server here.
This music.
I'm hearing the voice chat of these people.
Yeah. my god. This is fucking hilarious.
Well, this is like a genuine look at modern CS 1.6.
Yeah. This is where it's at now.
Oh, I see the anime girl. Like, is that a Terra skin? Or I don't know how to identify these custom models. Oh my god, I got an assist.
I heard they have the voice lines. Triple kill!
Someone says Dios mío. I recognize that.
Triple kill. Why is it everything else saying?
Wow.
Yo, there's a gun I don't even recognize. It's like an... Oh, it's a fucking... It looks like a, desert... sorry. An AK with a scope. I think they have custom guns on here, too. Invita a tu amigos y disfruta del servidor. Invite your friends to the server?
Invite your friends to enjoy the server.
I love the victory
I
music.
think... Yo, I think the dude
That
just
guy
came.
laughing.
It sounded like it.
No, I'm serious. Like, I was spectating, and I saw a white substance come from his nethers.
It's very popular.
This is so fucking weird.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can just shoot through walls.
Mostly you can, yeah.
1.6. Yeah.
Wow. Here they come. There's...
So, this
He's fucking-
is a Venezuelan server.
Is it?
Yeah. Because one of the custom skins has the flag.
Oh, okay.
Triple kill.
That's interesting. I think it's just funny how me and Mono both found this by accident. Oh god, I hear Eminem. Oh god, Eminem. Oh god, Eminem's still playing. Oh my god.
No mummies.
Please, Eminem. Please stop.
Mucho del servidor con muertes. Oh, deaths and suicides? Suicidio?
I like how you can see the rank of every single person, too.
Yeah, I'm rank like 10,000.
Triple kill.
You have to imagine these people are really good at this game at this point in time. Like, the skill ceiling just to play on this server it has got to be so high.
For some people, this is probably the only server in the game.
Yep. Alright, I just died, so I think I'm good. Yeah. Amazing. Well, that was a genuine look at the modern state of Counter-Strike 1.6. It's mental. Well, Mono, thank you for putting this together.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
thanks
fun.
to
Sleepy Boy.
Oh my god, the music is still playing as sorry, I couldn't hear anything, it's so loud.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thanks to the guy that put this together. It was like Sean, aka Sleepy Boy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so thank you, Sleepy Boy. And thanks, Mono. Thanks, everybody, for joining. So it was Bass Clef, Johnny Monkey, Vigibum, The Monotonist, and myself. And, you know, if you want to see what we end up doing next, you have to wait for the CS2 video, which I guess we're going to play now. So, yeah. Yeah, see you, everyone. And it's always fun to revisit some of this old stuff. So we will probably do this again at some point for some other games, but I'll see you then.